Hello guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today's tarot reading will be messages with Anpu, Anubis, alright, the god of funerary rites. There's 3 piles to select from, whichever pile, calls to you, that's your pile, and we're gonna get into the reading. Thank you so much for watching. Hello pile number 1, welcome to your reading. What message does Anpu have for you? So, the overall energy of this pile is look closer, she is not lonely. So I feel like, obviously, I know that as of recently, there's probably been some loneliness, some solitude. Either that, or you've just been really working diligently, I think, towards your plans, towards your endeavors. And it's, like I said, it's been a solitary process. It's been a process where you've been alone. You haven't really involved yourself with other people because you're just focusing on your goals. And I love that energy, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just have to get, shit done. You can't involve yourself with other people, but sometimes it can get lonely. And I feel like a lot of you guys are workaholics in a sense. You just like to work, work, work. You can't sit still. You feel like you're always needing to do something. And so, you're less likely to ask for help when you're always constantly like working, because you just, I feel like you guys think that you do it the best, and so therefore you don't really want anyone else to get involved because you just know how to do what you need to do. And so therefore it's just easier for you to accomplish your goals that way. But I guess what he's trying to say is that, like, you have so much help around you, so many people from the other side that can help you with your goals and dreams much more faster than, the rate at which you're working with. And even though you might also be feeling alone on earth and there might not be a lot of, people around you supporting you in your dreams, you have so much support from your spiritual team on the other side. And I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know that, but sometimes we need a friendly reminder, we need a friendly reminder to just know that, like, we have a spiritual team that is always with us no matter what. So I feel like that's kind of the energy, but let's see, like, the in-depth message of what he has to say. Okay, I hope this is kind of straightforward because, like I said, I'm putting it at an angle. Like, in each reading, I'm actually sitting at an angle. I'm not sitting straightforward. Like, I'm sitting off camera. Well, obviously, at an angle. So, therefore, like, they might not be straight ahead. Okay. I hope you guys can't, like, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, my microphone won't be able to pick that up, but so the inauguration's playing in the background and someone is just belting out those chords. We're the Rockets! It's like, shit. Calm down, breathe. Anyway, so let's get into the message. Alright. Alchemy, masks, scarcity. Alright. I actually kind of feel like there's some type of, like, really strong Egyptian energy that's coming from this. So you could have had ancestors that, lived in Egypt. There's a lot of knowledge with Egypt that is coursing in your blood. Emerald tablets. I just, like, feel like there's some type of knowledge that's within your blood that you need to lock into and discover. I also feel like, there's some partnerships with Egyptian deities going on. So I feel like in that case, like, if there is, this message is not for everyone, but if there is, like, partnerships with, some Egyptian deities, I feel like you guys' partnership together is very strong. And I think you should never be afraid to ask for help from, the partners that you have. They're from the other side because, like I said at the beginning of the reading, they can help manifest your goals way faster, when you're letting everybody help on board. I feel like you guys have just, like, grown really independent, and that's a really powerful quality to have. Like, I understand I'm independent as well a lot of the time, but I feel like you need to just release and just give that help, or not give that help. What I'm trying to say is you need to release and let help be given. Let other people help you from the other side, your ancestors, the deities that you're working with. I mean, you're working with a deity for a reason. If that applies to this pile, if you are working with a deity, you're working with them for a reason. So then why not ask for help, And then if you're not like working with a deity, maybe whatever, deity is calling to you, it is time to come into partnership with. Because that could be very effective in helping you achieve your goals. And there could be some spiritual awakenings, that align with you through that type of work. So I don't know, but I feel like overall, like right now is really a time of creation. You're working on your goals. You're slowly, achieving your dreams. And I feel like I feel like I've already expressed this whole entire message, but like, it's just like, I'm not saying a refusal, but it's just kind of like, you feel as though you don't need help, or, you feel as though you just have to do it alone. And that is not true. Like, there is so much help around you. I feel like you've had, like with the masks card, you have to play all these different types of characters to achieve the goals that you want. And I feel like it's starting to tie you up. It's starting to make you feel, I guess, slightly tense. Even if you don't admit it to yourself, it's kind of making you feel slightly tense. And like I said, you need to let go and allow help to come in, because you're not alone and you have a strong spiritual team that is guiding you, and that can help you achieve your goals. You know what I mean? And communicate with the people that are on the other side. And yeah, like I feel like that's kind of like the main message of these three cards. I mean, we're gonna see what else the cards has to say, but I feel like you guys just need to allow other people to do heavy lifting. You see, heavy lifting, you just need to release. And I feel like honestly, some of this behavior is it's from trauma. Like usually when people are hyper independent, it's usually from trauma, because you don't want to be reliant on other people and other people in the past. I would say like when it comes down to being like reliant on people, they can easily take away what it is that you need. Whereas like if it's just you, like I feel like I don't know how to express this, but like relying on people means that you feel as though, what the fuck am I trying to say? All right. I feel like you guys understand what I'm trying to say. If not, oh well, but I'm just saying like honestly, I feel like there's kind of like a trauma that comes with it. You got to be hyper independent because you don't want people to be able to control your situation, your future. You know what I mean? You want it in your hands. You want to be able to control the outcome, and that is completely fine. I get it. But, you have a very strong spiritual team for a reason. And so therefore, I feel like you should allow them to help you. And with that, your goals can be better achieved. And I really do feel like once you guys come into partnership with each other, there's going to be a lot of prosperity with the Nine of Cups and just satisfaction and just a quicker completion of goals. And I feel like a lot of these goals, can also come, like, I feel like some of the goals that you're trying to achieve are emotional goals, like goals that have to do with healing. So I feel like when you work with these type of spirits, they can help with the healing process. That's for some of you, not for all of you. I just kind of heard that, especially with the Knight of Cups. I just really feel like emotions, the Knight of Cups, achieving emotional goals that are aligned with your heart. I feel like working with these spirits is a better way to strengthen your spirituality overall. And also, like, when you're working with, your people, it kind of eliminates the need to feel so tense in competition. Like, it eliminates the competition that you have with others, especially, like, I feel like for some of you guys, you might have a small business. That's what I heard. Or you might, like, do work on social media. When your spirits are, like, doing the heavy lifting, like, it really eliminates the competition. You don't have to fucking worry about other people, to be honest. So, I don't know. I feel like this for some of you guys, but generally speaking, like, there is just it's easier to work with your people from the other side. So, and then trust in the unknown, trust in your guides, trust in the universe, um, trust in what you can't see, because everything is working how it's supposed to be. Don't think from a place of lack when it comes down to your manifestations. Um, and honestly, release. I feel like the overall energy is just release, release, release. Just releasing just the tension when it comes down to trying to get what you want, just letting everything flow and happen. Because you have just such a strong spiritual team. And I want to emphasize that you are strong alone as well. But I feel like right now in your life, you just need that extra support to help move things along. And that is completely fine. Sometimes we just need that extra support um, to achieve the things that we are needing. But I feel like there's going to just be a very powerful moment of prosperity and abundance right here, and just great times ahead. Just release the need to be so controlling over the future and just allow help, because like I said, you have a strong spiritual team for a reason. So I feel like that is the overall message. Short, sweet, to the points. Thank you so much, Anpu. And I feel like I need to stop saying I feel like, because I know you need to work with Anpu. You need to work with Anpu. Very, 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 very good partner. And can help you really achieve a lot of growth, awakening, and transformation, because that is what he is all about. Death leads to birth. And so I feel like your goals will be reached effectively with Anubis's help. So anyways, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe if you liked it. If you're interested in purchasing a deck for me, the link is in the description. If not, that is completely fine. I enjoy your company nonetheless, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in to one of my readings. All right, what messages does Anpu have for you? So the overall energy of this reading is her little cauldron. So what I'm getting from this energy is you guys have decided to go down your own path. You're going down your own spiritual journey and transformation at this current point in time. And I feel like this is a very intense, just fiery transformation. Like, this is just happening so fast. Just like so crazily. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just really do feel like there's a lot of intense, just transformational energy. All right. Some death, that's bringing birth. All right. So I feel like there's just this amazing transformation that's going on right now. And it comes with just leaving other people behind that just aren't serving you. And just removing energies that just aren't fitting. And just really listening to yourself, because I feel like a lot of you guys in this file, you like to play it safe sometimes, and I honestly get that, but you like to play it safe, or you like to be kind to people. You don't want people to judge you. You don't want people to know the real you. But I feel like during this moment of awakening and just transformation, like, that is all changing. And in this time, you're not gonna give a fuck about what other people say, because you're coming into your just high priestess, high priest, magician energy, you know, emperor, empress energy. You know, you're coming into just a very strong, regal energy. And, you know, it's time to just not give a fuck about what other people think, because, you know, this is your time for transformation. This is your time to be on top of the world, the top of the pyramid, just elevation, anointing, appointing. I feel like there's just a lot of just beautiful, beautiful transformation. So, all right, you know, let's get, you know, deeper into the message from Anubis. Okay, start off with our first 3 cards. Okay, so Queen Nandi is reversed. Her card is intuition. So in this deck, the reverse meanings are like the most important highlight and aspect of the reading. So I feel like right now, like I said, like there's obviously a transformation, you know, you're going down your own path. And it is very intuition based. It is dependent on where your heart is leading you to, okay? It is not dependent on anybody else's opinions, thoughts, and teachings. This is your storyline, all right? This is your awakening from your intuition, from your heart, and from the path that has been written in the stars for you. This does not involve any other. What am I trying to say? I'm getting distracted a little bit because like my TV, bro. Like I might have to turn it off. Let me focus back up. I'm watching Cops right now, so I'm just yeah. Let me focus back up. So, anyways, yeah, I feel like this awakening that you're going through, this is just an awakening that focuses on yourself. It doesn't focus on anybody else. This is an awakening that is from your intuition, and it's been needing to happen, because I feel like after this, there's going to be prosperity. There's going to be an opening into the life that you're supposed to live, you know. And I also kind of feel like this energy where it's like you've been tired of like just things being the same. And after this rapid intensity, like I feel like there's gonna be just so much elevation. All right, you know, you're gonna be harvesting blessings, and this whole entire awakening is reconnecting you with, you know, your divine purpose. It is reconnecting you with your ancestors. It is reconnecting you with the power that is in your blood. Just a lot of positive energy I do feel all around. You know, even if people leave, there's a lot of positive energy and just so much support from the other side, from your spirits, that I don't even think it matters what others think and if people leave you, because the overwhelming support and just strength that is coming from, you know, your spiritual team and from the universe, like it just does not compare to, you know, what these other motherfuckers on earth think. Because to be honest with you, their opinions do not matter. I feel like I say that pretty frequently in these videos, but other people's opinions don't matter. Like this is not their life, it's yours. So yeah, I just feel like this is just a really beautiful transformation that's going on, you know, with a snake right here that is like shedding skin and growing into, you know, mastery. You know, snakes represent mastery. You know, in Egypt, we always see, you know, our pharaohs, you know, our deities, you know, wearing uraeus on their head. And that is because snakes The serpent, it represents mastery. It represents transformation. It represents intuition. It represents royalty. It is all types of things. It is all representative of the divine. All right. And it doesn't fucking matter what other teachings have taught you about serpents and snakes and whatever the fuck they want to say, disgusting, decrepit, like whatever. It's not true, because there's been just so much fucking corruption with what it is that a lot of these teachings have taught us, and you are reversing that, and you're changing that, and you're going down the path that you were supposed to be going down. All right, so let's get further into it. Okay, we have the devil, Ace of Cups, King of Swords. So I feel like with the devil, mastery again. Like I did emphasize mastery. I feel like with the devil meaning, it is all about mastery. It is about conquering. It is about strength. It's also about prosperity. I feel like there's a lot of prosperity that's coming in when it comes down to this transformation. And also just like de-shedding things that just aren't working anymore. You're de-shedding the past. You're de-shedding teachings. You're de-shedding limiting beliefs. You know what I mean? And this is opening you up to prosperity. It's also opening you up to like new relationships. All right. And that could be with, deities, but that could also be with physical people. And I feel like if you're trying to get somewhere, like, and you need connections, there's connections that are coming in from this transformation. And just overall knowledge, okay? Especially with the King of Swords energy. Like I said, I mentioned like the Crown of Mastery. There's a lot of mastery and spiritual gifts and just beautiful knowledge that is coming in from your bloodline and also from books. All right? There's a discovery of books. Literally for every magician, they need to know that the Internet Archive has so many occult texts and books for free. Like, literally, I have found so many occult books on the Internet Archive for free. You don't have to fucking pay anything. Like, please do not spend so much money on, like, physical occult books when you can literally just view it on the Internet Archive for free. You can search up what book you're looking for and just type Internet Archive after it, and you'll probably find it, like, if it's an occult text. Also, I use Pinterest to find a lot of the occult books, that I want to read. Because, there's a lot that Pinterest can recommend to you. And it just leads you straight to, like, the link of whatever it is that you're trying to read. So please do not, like, spend boatloads of money or, like, rent, books when you can just literally read it for free on the Internet Archive. I'm just, like, emphasizing that because I know people do that. Like, I'll see, like, those dumb PDFs that are, like, for sale on Etsy, and I'm like, well, you can literally just read it for free on the Internet Archive, it's right there. So if you are, and I feel like if you're like looking to really expand your knowledge through books, like, please do check out the Internet Archive. So anyways, I feel like there's just a lot of relationships, prosperity coming in. There's a big emphasis on intuition, listening to the downloads that are coming in and keeping track of your dreams and the messages and synchronicities, because they're all leading you to where you need to go. And let's end this off. Okay, I got like rudely interrupted by like one of my siblings knocking on my door. Anyways, let's get into like the final cards. So we have Nearing Skyclad and the Blessing and the Banishing Candle. This journey that you're on, it's going to require some vulnerability as well. Because you are not done with this whole entire awakening. Obviously, this is going to be very intense. This is going to be very fast-paced, very fast-moving. But a part of this awakening, you have to get vulnerable with yourself and who you are deep in the core. And address that. Address what is speaking to you, what is calling to you. And also get vulnerable with sharing your identity, sharing who you are. Because I feel like your personality, your identity, how you present yourself is a very powerful way in which you can express like the beauty of your bloodline. That's what I heard. But I also feel like it's just a very powerful way to help, I guess, awaken others in a sense. I feel like there's just a lot of strength and importance when it comes down to your appearance and who you present yourself to be. And getting vulnerable with, sharing your uniqueness with others. I feel like that's for some of you. But also just getting vulnerable with, who you are deep at the core. So, and just, it's time to remove other people's thoughts and opinions because people are going to judge you. People are going to judge you for going through this transformation. People are going to be, jealous in a sense because you're just so magically divine, so powerful, so amazing all the way around. And it's going to rub people the wrong way. It's going to make others angry. That's just what happens, that's what happens when you're on this spiritual journey. It happens to all of us. You're not alone. But I feel like the most important part is really trusting in your own intuition and serving yourself, most importantly, because that is what you're here to do on earth. Serve yourself, grow, and awaken and help others. So I feel like that is the overall message from Anubis. Thank you so much, Anubis, for this message. And thank you for tuning in. If you like this, feel free to subscribe. If you're interested, you can purchase a deck for me so I can use it in a reading. If not, that's completely fine. But anyways, I'll see you very soon. I love you. Take care and goodbye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. What messages does Anubis have for you? Okay. So the overall energy is company of trees, the company of trees. So I feel like you guys are very unique people. You might have a unique look or just a unique personality in general. And for a lot of people that might be off-putting. Like I feel like a lot of people might not like get it or understand your uniqueness, all right? Or just your personality. And so therefore, like sometimes it leaves you alone frequently or just without really a friend group. And maybe as of recently, you've just, lost friends or just people in general. And so therefore, it's kind of lonely. You're kind of like pile number 1. So, if you're interested in pile number 1, I think you should check that out. But, in a sense, like, I feel like you're so very welcome to connect with nature, to be one with nature. The trees will always accept you. And I've told the story like a couple of times on my channel, but I do go out to the front of my parents' house because I still fucking live with my parents. I go out to the front of my parents' house and I sit under the tree and, I talk to him when I feel like shit is getting rough or, when I'm in need of talking to someone. And I am always accepted because, together me and the tree are a part of nature. And so, therefore, you can never feel alone when you're just one with nature. A lot of people don't really even understand what being one with nature really is. But it's accepting the world around you, and it's letting the world around you accept you, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Connecting with what is outside of you, the vast greenery, Well, right now it's winter as I'm speaking, so, you know, I guess the vast dead grass, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But connecting with what is outside the house and what is around you. Because you'll always be accepted by nature. You know, we are nature. And there's a lot of knowledge and wisdom that you can find outside, you know, within silence. Also within other animals, you know, Anpu is represented as a jackal. To be honest with you, like when people depict him, he actually looks more like a Doberman. Like, I'm just gonna be real with you. He really does look more like a Doberman when people draw him. But I feel like there might also be like a connection to animals, like dogs. And you can find a lot of wisdom with these type of dogs, okay? See, I'm pretty sure like this is not a fucking dog. I don't even know if this is a wolf. But see, you know, the girl in the depiction, you know, she's sitting next to a wolf. So I also feel like, you know, right now is a time that you might be coming into a connection, you know, with a familiar. Yeah, there's a lot of wisdom that you can find in nature and wisdom around you. And, you know, I think we should just get straight into, you know, the deeper meaning of the reading. Okay, there's a big transformation that's going on right now. A leveling up, you know, a change. Just a drastic change. I feel like, oops, I didn't mean to like bump the camera tripod. I feel like with this transformation, you know, there could be a little bit of some fear. And I feel like maybe that fear kind of comes with the aloneness that it's bringing you at this current point in time. And also just like the uncertainty of what it is that you're transforming into. But this transformation is really bringing you to the next level of your life. And that's why you have to, you know, drop people. That's why people have to disappear. That's why people can't be with you. That's why, you know, the people of the past can't belong. Because to transform, you know, you have to remove the vibrations, the energy that is just not fitting with your new level. And so therefore, you know, it can get really lonely. You know, when all the people that you know and love is like just disappearing, you know. And I feel that because like I don't like to always do like a, you know, personal story, but you know, I honestly feel like as of lately, you know, the people that I've talked to, you know, in my everyday life, like just the connection has been waning. It's just been waning and it's been confusing because it's like, you know, like we were locked in together, so it's like why is it now just like fizzling out, especially, you know, if you're putting a lot of energy into like conversating and you know what I mean? Like you're putting all this energy into like starting the conversations, texting and all that type of stuff and just the same energy just isn't coming back and you can just kind of feel like there's just something not quite right. But honestly, it just comes with transformation. And for me personally, it's like I feel like you know my tarot channel has been doing so well. I'm sorry, I got like interrupted fucking again. Like this is the second time this has happened during this reading. This is why I'm ready to move the fuck out. Anyways, what was I saying? You know, my tarot channel has been growing so well, and that is just a part of, you know, that is part of the elevation. And I guess, you know, if you're needing proof, there you go. I don't know how else to really word it, but like, I really do feel like, you know, we need to lose people to get to that next level in life. And so, you know, it's not that there's anything wrong with you as a person. You just need to lose those people to transform, to be, you know, the most powerful, the most strong you. And don't run back to people, don't run away from this transformation, don't deny it, just let it happen. Because there's so many great things that will happen because of it. And you'll find the people that are meant to be when you level up. You know what I mean? You'll find the people that are on the same level as you. And I feel like, you know, why do I keep saying I feel like? The overall energy that I've gotten from these cards thus far, it has something to do with lust magic, sex magic, romance, creation, okay? Because this is reversed, and so this is the highlighting energy of these cards. I feel like this level up is also in something to do with like magic, and I feel like there's sexual magic, but also I feel like this leveling up also has to do with just like liberation sexually and self-love, really accepting who you are, deep down inside, and allowing yourself to experience pleasure. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a part of the transformation that's going on here, all right? The leveling up. There is a lot of transformation when it comes down to sex magic, and I feel like that's also maybe a part of like an awakening that's going on. So that is the energy. All right, let's see what else Anpu has to say. Okay. See a Lunamoth goddess transformation, we see the transformation through butterflies, you know what I mean? Through coming out of your cocoon, becoming who it is that you truly are, and portraying that to the world without, being afraid or being scared of judgment. So I feel like there's that. And also just like, I feel like Anpu is telling you to just live in the moment, just to allow this to happen. Allow the transformation. And enjoy your everyday life because it is so beautiful. And there's a lot of power in it that you may not be able to see. Let me stop fucking stuttering. That you may not see, knowledge that's like in some of like the just most mundane, days. There's just so much like synchronicities, so much connection with the other side, and just so much spiritual growth that is going on here. A lot of birthing, okay? Overall, like transformation, creation, just, death of old cycles that no longer serve us and leaving behind people that just don't belong. But yeah, there's growth in your abilities, your magical powers. There's a lot of growth in your abilities and your intuition. So just keep going down the path that you're going, all right? Get back to the altar space. I feel like a lot of you guys need to get back to the altar space. And, start doing spell work again, because I feel like some of you guys haven't done it in a minute. And if you have been to the altar space recently, I feel like there needs to be like some type of redecoration or shifting around of even the table itself or wherever, you do your practices. Me personally, I do it on a fucking box. But, like shift around your, altar, redecorate. That's just kind of like one of the, what am I trying to say? That's something that I'm hearing. And honestly, just making the most of your altar space. Because like I said, like my altar is literally a fucking box, okay? It's literally a heater box. I just can't really let me quit playing, but you know what I mean? Like, but listen, I make the most of it. It looks beautiful. It's decorated. There's artworks. You see all these artworks right here? I like to make artworks and decorate my altar with them. All right. And it could also be like giving offerings to yourself, to your altar space, and to deities that you're working with. Because you see all of this, these are offerings, artworks, offerings can come in all types of forms: art, writing, food. It is honestly whatever is an effort of love in your heart. So I'm feeling that energy, especially from like the witch's brew. And there's healing, there's transformation. You might want to sit up here and be scared and withdraw from the transformation because it's a lot, but just let it happen. Just let it happen because there's a lot of great things that are coming with it. Okay, transcendent emits the everyday, and the witch shows her daughter the moon. So you're going to be teaching a lot of people decades later about the knowledge that you've learned. I do feel like you will be a magician, a go-to witch. People will go to you for magical needs. I kind of feel that type of energy, just a lot of wisdom, psychic. You're going to teach a lot of people the ways, and the knowledge that you have learned now is very powerful. And I feel like you should share it with other people on the internet, in your own platform. And, like I said, within your everyday life, there's so many synchronicities. There's so much connection and power with the divine. Make sure to write down these synchronicities that you're seeing. Make sure that you are really taking note, because all of this is really, adding up. This is all adding up to something, grandiose at the end. So, yeah, there's just a lot of leveling up. There's a lot of transformation. Make sure that you're tending to your altar and keeping it clean, and decorating, and giving your offerings to yourself. We can just, like I said, like it could be decorating for yourself. Drawing cute little things, or making a tablecloth for your altar. I thought about crocheting like a tablecloth for your altar space. Just really elevating your spiritual space and making it your own. So yeah, I just feel like that is the message from Anubis. So thank you so much, Anpu, for delivering this message, and thank you for tuning in. If you like this, subscribe, and if you're interested in purchasing me a deck, then you can do that down below. But if not, that is completely fine, and I will see you very soon. Take care and goodbye.